This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me, my mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
Please, please,
Another one, yeah, another one, yeah, another one.
Give me one slow. Keep it good if you should know. Get it bump up in the club, we get slow.
Respect the unexpected. Yeah. Yeah. Stop playing games, ma. You know my name, ma. Ain't nothing changed. Shit is real, still the same, ma. I still live it up. Hoop still kid it up. I still rock the big RPs, glittered up. Might fuck you up, nah. Might cut you up, yeah. Might take the clip out and gun butt you up. I love getting brains, love flipping cane, love all my niggas and they love me the same. This is D-Block, keep your heat cocked, or pull your knife out and make a nigga meat drop. I never cuff a bitch, I get another bitch, and on the spot make her eat another bitch. Let's take it down south, let's take it Midwest. Come on, I know where you stay and where your kids rest. You know my name, yo. Stop playing games, ho. I ain't afraid to put 50 on your brain, ho.
duck if you buck, boy. I don't give a fuck, boy. If you ain't gon' shoot it, what the fuck you got a gun for? Duck if you buck, boy. I don't give a fuck, boy. If you ain't gon' shoot it, what the fuck you got a gun for? Duck if you buck, boy. I don't give a fuck, boy. If you ain't gon' shoot it, what the fuck you got a gun for? Duck if you buck, boy. I don't give a fuck, boy. If you ain't gon' shoot it, what the fuck you got a gun for? Yo, boys know me, I'm the young Allen. I ain't talking about Sharpton, nigga. When I pull out the Tommy, it won't be the one from Martin, nigga. All I do is grind bust heads and smoke K's, fool. A nigga said he seen a nigga two-piece hoodie, talking about this cold fool. Them facts with a duck like Dino, nigga. I got rhinos, nigga, that'll burn straight through your spinal, nigga. The second that they go inside you, nigga, really wanna test me, I'm a ace. Leave the club and come back like Mace. Remove that ratchet off my waist, bitch, I told you, get out my face. D-Block, got it locked, whether niggas like it or not. The only niggas we running from is the detectives or the cops, so let it pop, motherfucker, all let it crack. Cause I show you what a gat does. Chump, I dare you to act tough, motherfucker, back up. I need room to do my numbers. Got certified killers from NY down to Columbus. So feel my flow as I bring it back to the east to show y'all who the undisputed prince of these 10 streets is. J Hood, say it loud. Trust me, my people, I got this. Since the moment I hit the streets, all I did was spit hot shit. That's word in my sis. All these niggas is puss. Start elbowing niggas in they mouth if they wanna push. If you a thug, bust your piece. If you a bitch, make it clap. Cause rap don't make me little mama, I make rap. Tales from the hood will be here sooner than you think. Y'all niggas tired and y'all suck. I suggest you to go to sleep. Yeah. Tales from the hood, nigga. Bitch.
Yeah. Tales from the hood. Oh shit. What up? What goes on, gang? What we doing? Ow. Can't W no slow-mo on? Oh, hold on, is it? We don't need to have slow-mo on. Can't be living in slow-mo. Customization. Who can send messages? Anyone. Slow mode off. Save. Save that bitch. Oh, damn, that shoulder tight. Ooh, I was here just... I was gonna say I was here rubbing it off. I was here rubbing his damn shoulder. Hold on a second. There's a mosquito in here. I'm about to fucking pop him. Yeah, we got unemployment claims right now, but ain't like any of y'all want to admit you unemployed, so we just gonna pretend the numbers ain't there. We gonna pretend all y'all got a job and these numbers is bullshit. Yo, how I keep getting bit up, bro.
Mosquitoes don't even live that long. I'm the only one with all these fucking mosquitoes. Don't forget to connect the bot to signals. It's a good point. That is a great fucking point here. Yo. What the fuck? Hold on, chat. I bit up. I think it's one mosquito that's just flying around biting me everywhere. Yeah, I don't have any fucking itch spray, but if you guys never done this, if you want to get rid of an itch, put your fucking mosquito bite under like hot water, like boiling water, almost boiling. And yo, it'll get rid of the itch. I mean, you might get like a 2nd-degree burn, but you definitely won't be itchy. All right, you guys hear me? Let's get into the break dizzle. Let's get rid of some of these tabs. Let's check how this played out here. So we probably had bad numbers. Yeah, bad numbers for unemployment claims. Unemployment went up, so gold should be coming down. But we saw gold pump up, right? So, WTF gold. Have you been pretty bullish here on the daily? Broke yesterday's daily high, right? Had the daily celery play that we spoke about before. I think we brought it up during Asian session. 4 hours, grabbed the bottom wick for the previous candle. And running up now. So for riding up, the most recent resistance that we just passed was right here. The support we're coming up off of is right here. And the target where it's going to is right here. I mean, look, we were coming up here, right? Market rejected hard, found a new support area, grabbed orders coming up. This wasn't enough to bring us back down. Now we're coming back up, looking to close above. If we start getting these closures above, I'll start looking to fill the range up. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Fuck. Let me get this heat pad or something. Yeah, the mornings are the worst. Like, I don't know why. Like, maybe later on in the day, like, I already, like, maybe I'm kind of, like, warmed up or whatever you want to call it. But, like, dude. This thing's been... It's the best investment I had in, like, years. Oh, the heat. The heat. Hear ye, hear ye. Here you're looking at. Oh, I'll never forget that comment. It was so funny. Okay, where's everybody? Oh, Green in the building. Missed yesterday's stream, right, Green? Didn't you? Slacking. You look like an ancient king? Well, at least I look like a king. Some motherfuckers just be looking ancient. You held a private session. No, I did not. But if I did, you'd still have access. You're skipping. Skip a school. You skippity pippity. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. I don't know. This shit is like acting super weird this morning. Not price, my shoulder. I'm looking for something here. This is news still moving us. We don't have a bottom wick on a 30. Previous 30 closed with no top wick. Right? We're expecting this to come back down since the news was also bearish for gold. Right? Oh wait, we had bad numbers. No, we had bad numbers for unemployment. Let me double check. I'm bugging. Yeah, we had bad numbers for unemployment, so we should be coming up here. What am I saying? But we're gonna need a bottom wick here. Yeah, we have bad numbers. Bad numbers. That means gold should be riding up here. We've seen this little pump up. Unemployment claims has been really funky though, right? Like we've seen unemployment claims come out bullish and the market drive bullish instead of the other way.
Morning, Wix. Just a friendly reminder. I think you're missing my message. Just to connect the bot, just in case.
No, I read
signals.
I read the message. I was just connecting. I read it.
Perfect.
I actually read it out loud on the stream.
Oh, nice. Glad to see you back today. Hopefully you're feeling better. And I saw you did a pop-up Asian session for everyone last night. So hopefully people took advantage of that. And glad to see you're back today.
I felt terrible yesterday.
No doubt.
I woke up. I was like, I can't fucking even go like this. Couldn't move my neck. Nothing.
Damn. You know what? We were helping each other out in the chat. We were still doing it, and people were eating yesterday. So everybody was making money, man. So that was awesome. And so yeah, we're still helping each other out as usual. So glad what you're doing and saying is helping others trade the correct way. So awesome.
I saw you guys were trading, I think, in the chat.
Yeah, we were all helping each other out. Yeah, we were telling them what we were thinking of doing, what we were looking at. Same in the Discord as well. So we were all working on that, and people were banking in the pips. So it worked out really well.
W. Yeah, I was pissed I couldn't make it, but like I was in so much pain. I was just even more pissed that I keep having to wake up in pain. It's not piss. It's just really frustrating. It is so frustrating to just have to keep reliving this every morning. It's really. And I know that like tomorrow morning is gonna come, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be in pain, and it's frustrating. What can we do? Like, we can try to keep a good attitude. We can try to keep a winning attitude. If not, I'm just about to trash this whole fucking setup, just start swinging at everything. I'm just about ready. Look at this, they're coming back down. So the 15s created this bottom wick for that previous 15, but this is just the 30 flip, right? The hourly might come down here as well. We're gonna need to see this this hourly through, regardless of what happens here. Motherfucker. Yeah, it just wasn't ready. We had buys here last night. And it just wasn't ready. We saw about 10 pips, 9 pips here. Went break even. And it came back. And then it took off. What time was this? 1:45. Yeah, we had those. No, we had buys up here, right there. Yeah. 10 o'clock, 4-hour closure. That was the buys. And then it came back, went up, came back, and then it finally took off. It just wasn't time. The market did exactly what we wanted it to do, right? Because then it ended up doing it again and drove. It just did it in an out of volume time. So it just wasn't time for it to go. I'm gonna be doing my favorite exercise. This is my favorite physical therapy exercise. I just need some 5s or 10s in my hand. Maybe an 8. This right here fucking hurts. This motion right here. This is good right here. But this, damn, I gotta be pushing my hand through this. This hurts to do. Zoom door. That's Kenny over there. Kenny, you should be able to huff and puff and blow that door down, bro. No amount of lung capacity you got. You should have no problem. Oh, God. Jeez, tell me what I gotta do to make this go away, yo. And don't say surgery, bro. You hear me?
You can go to the black market and get a new arm.
Yeah. I don't think Jesus appreciates it that I called him bro.
No,
I think that's the problem. I gotta take the bro out to pray.
Yes. Yeah, he tried chiropractor then. He tried everything. Trust me. He's been doing that for like 4 months. Physio, different type of therapies, heat,
Peptide therapy.
whatever it is, man.
I've
He's
done the shots in the stomach.
the peptides. Yeah. Yep. He did it all. He's really at
I've
the
really
last
tried everything
right
before
now.
surgery.
Yeah. It looks like surgery is going to be the only thing that he's going to be able to do. It doesn't look like anything else will work, but at least Doc told him he won't feel pain right after the surgery. It'll just be that, and then it'll take him a few months to
recoup. How long
recoup.
will it take for me to get rid of pain? Oh, he's like, oh, immediately. It'll be immediate. Like when you wake up, or like when you get up, you won't like, ow, ow, ow. You see, that's what the fuck I.
Yeah, Daniel, there's nerves, there's disc shrinking as well. He has other issues as well, so it's a whole thing. So it won't be enough. Yeah, he did all the tests and everything, and that's what came up. He has like 15 different things wrong with him, but in his arm, he only has a couple of things.
Oh, fuck, man. Yeah, you want to hear the. Hold on. So here's the readout of the. Here's the. Oh, fuck. Okay, here's the readout of the cervical spine MRI. There is a reversal of the cervical lordosis, no evidence of fracture. The spinal cord demonstrates normal signal intensity. The paraspinous soft tissues are unremarkable. At the C2, C3 level, there is no spinal canal stenosis or neural foraminal narrowing. At the C3, C4 level, there is unconvertebral and facet arthrosis causing moderate narrowing of the left neural foramen. The spinal canal and right neural foramen are unremarkable. At the C4, C5 level, there is no spinal canal stenosis. At the C5, C6 level, there is trace retrolisthesis with disc osteophyte complex and a superimposed 7.5 millimeter left subarticular extrusion, causing mild to moderate spinal canal stenosis and severe narrowing of the lateral recess. AKA there's a 7.5 millimeter hernia. Right, so the C5, 6 level, and then the C6, 7 level, there is disc osteophyte complex asymmetric to the left, causing mild spinal canal stenosis, which is basically arthritis. Right, so C5, 6 level, I got a 7.5 millimeter hernia, and at the C6, 7 level, I have arthritis. And it says basically degenerative changes as described are worse at the C5, C6 level. Right, and the C6, C7 level is right below the C5 level. So what happens is if I do surgery on the C5, it adds extra weight on there. It takes off the weight off the C5 and it puts the stress on the C6. And what happens is then the level, that's where the level where I have arthritis. And down the road, if I'm adding extra stress to the level where I already have arthritis, I might have issues 10, 15 years down the road. That's the issue with getting surgery. I could put ChatGPT into a bionic arm. I'm just gonna program it to take trades on MT5 faster than all y'all. My arm's gonna be a fucking HFT bot. You have to consider that? Yeah, I gotta consider the fact that if I do surgery, I'm gonna have big issues down the road on the next level. But if I don't have surgery, I'm just gonna continue having this issue, and this is no way to live. Jesus, this shit. This motherfucker. Coming up here on a 1 hour closure. We're gonna need to close above here. If we close back in range, I mean, I'm not looking for sells with the bullish day that we have. I'm gonna need a really strong bearish push here to look for sells. We're gonna need to come down past the next support probably. A minute to go here. Doesn't look like we're going to be closing above. So a little more waiting involved, but maybe we close above and above for 9:30, and at that point price action will line up with timing, and maybe we will have a super trade, right? A super confidence in the trade. Just put a cape on your confidence at 9:30 and take a position. Sorry, guy. I needed to step outside in the heat. Like, this shit is... Damn, I don't know. This arm don't want me to stream. Yeah, so the hourly's closed below the range here. Been 2 years post-stop, only time will tell if I need to have another one. But yeah, it's not easy at the beginning, and I'm running again, swimming and active again yet. Never got any feedback about the account. I told you guys because we gave away so many accounts, I kind of got to spread them out. So it's going to take like a few days for everybody to get their accounts from this week. Probably over the weekend. Yeah, Eric, it's not going to be today or tomorrow. It's probably going to be over the weekend. Too many winners. Too many. You can never have too many winners. We have the right amount, just the right amount of winners, right? We give away some stimulus checks. Some Wix 9 stimmies. But, you know, you're going to get them in the mail in a little bit. We're like the IRS. It takes a little while for you to get your refund. Except you're not getting a refund, getting a stimmy. Yeah, previous 4-hour closed bullish. This one's grabbed that bottom wick for the previous 4-hour. Yeah, we're looking to come up here. Every time frame's closed bullish. The 30's closed bearish, back in range. Kind of a light candle. Somewhat of a bottom wick, but I am probably not looking for sells until we're below this most recent support. Maybe even below here. You don't want to take sells right into the support, but if you were below it, you can probably even say that's a range 2 breakout at that point. What up, Dev? What's the deal? Yo. What up, 2 Forex Tree? Might be interested if we're able to close bullish but below here and establish this as a support. Then maybe if we break it, but for now, we have to come up here and retest the range that we're in right now, this one. Yeah. Let's see if we can set up here on the 15 and the 30. Just a little waiting involved, another 10 minutes at the very least. Bring you guys outside with me. And yo, comments. Yo, we had a lot of people here yesterday. We had more people yesterday than we have here right now. Yeah, Asian session brought us to 26.8k subs. How the fuck do I stream for a year with no subscribers? I do one Asian session and we're at 26.8. I don't know how the fuck that works. But now that I've said something and YouTube might be on us, we're coming back 26.7. I feel like it. Yeah. Over a year at 26.7.
You know, I wonder if when all the bots got removed, if that readjusted the account and then we pushed the algorithm to promote it a little bit more. I wonder if that
But
cleaned it up and then.
it hasn't been going up. Like we haven't seen any increase in a year. 26.7 a whole year. And
Yeah.
I
Well, you lost a few at some point.
Yeah,
Probably all the bots. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I called YouTube. They were like, we're getting rid of all like the bot accounts. I was like, yeah,
Okay.
but like I'm getting subs every day and they're not reflecting. They're like, we have nothing to do with that. Your content,
Yeah,
your
'cause it's
content
not our
sucks.
platform.
Basically, they basically said your content sucks, just not in those words. And they said you need to do better because your content sucks.
Well, we definitely did with our awesome conversations that we have off trading topics. So maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay's
Spicing
remarks
everything up.
Definitely help.
It's pushing the subscribers up.
Yeah. Just needed
Hopefully
somebody
not
racist
to
and
a point you get
controversial on
banned.
there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, no, it was the Asian session. Like nothing's changed, but I did one Asian session. The shit's 26.8. I was like,
People missed it because that's what you used to do.
I was like, I'm about to go back. Just the volume's here. There's opportunities in Asian, but there's more opportunities in New York.
Yeah, but there are probably also a lot more people streaming in New York as well, so more competition.
Yeah, I'm fine with competition.
I mean, you did Asian.
It's not really about competition. It just maybe the viewers. It's really at the end of the day, it's about my own trading, right? So we'd rather be trading New York session. If I'm trading New York, regardless, I don't always trade Asian, but I pretty much always trade New York.
Yeah, in the last couple of years.
Could you stream both or too tired? There was a small period of time where I did both. Like the first 2 weeks that I was doing New York, I was doing both, and then I stopped. It's too much to stream twice in a day. Imagine, and then there's FOMC stream, so you'd be streaming 8 to 11 in the morning, then I'm streaming 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. for FOMC, right? And then back to streaming 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah, it's just very tiring. Your brain doesn't get to rest. But we had more viewers for Asian than we do have right now, which is fucking wild. 400 used to be standard in Asian session when I was doing it over a year ago. 450. But back in that time, like whenever we did New York, like 1100, 900, that would be normal. YouTube said, you suck. Yeah, drop a like, sub to the channel. It's the least you could do. It's the least you can do. I'm over here with like level 9 pain. You guys can drop a like. It'll be an almost even trade-off. Oh, I got no physical therapy today. I'm gonna do shit on my own. I hate that part. They got all the right equipment at the therapist, right? Besides the dumbbells, which I got at home, and shit, they got those balls, man. They got the balls. I go there for the balls that I don't have at home. Oh man. Hey yo. Well, if you've never been to the physical therapist, they got those colorful balls. They got the yellow balls. They got the blue balls. I don't fuck with the red balls. If you've been to a physical therapist, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Eddie know what the fuck I'm talking about. He's definitely played with the balls. I know Eddie went to physical therapy. You were electroshocked a lot. Damn. See, that explains so much, bro. That explains so many things. I actually have questions that don't need to be asked anymore when we meet up. I'm just going to avoid the topic. I'm just going to ask Eddie if he's on the spectrum when I see him. I'm not going to ask that anymore. Am I lying down right now? No, I'm leaning back. I'm in my I was going to say my beach chair. I'm in my, what do they call this? A chaise? You were only half restarted? Well, you need to reboot the system fully. Wow, you got fully reboot, bro. Matter of fact, you need to, what do they call that? You need to format your PC, bro. Why are you asking if I'm laying down? Did it sound like I was laying down? Got to do these chin tucks. Watch out, Benny. I gotta get back to the PEC. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? 1 minute, gang. 1 minute. This is interesting. There's some range here. I'm not too worried about this level on the 15 because we do have this nice wick here. Right, so this whole thing is a range that we'd look to fill. So if we can get a nice bottom wick, right? Because we've kind of faked out back below range and now faked out up. So remember how I always say this isn't the fake out here, right? This isn't the fake out when you close back below. The fake out is right here when you close back up above. Right, look at this. So if we're going to get a top wick here first, and then we come down, then we'll set up a buy stop here in order to take the buys back up. I like the fact that it's creating the bottom wick first. We faked out back up, and we have range here to fill in a sense of this wick, right? In a sense, in the shape of this wick. So try to push up. It's going to attempt to come down, and as it re-breaks highs, we will be in there. All right, we are coming down here. Once it re-breaks lows, we'll set a buy stop. Looking. Okay. $34.59.6. 59.6. Okay, what's the stops here? Oh, big stops. Make this 3. And if we end up closing bearish on this 15, I'll probably leave the same buy stop. It would be a celery play on the 15, right? As long as we close bearish above 34.56. But once this 30 start flipping bearish and breaking the lows, then we'll look to delete because stops will start getting big. Ow. Let's just see what happens. So we've attempted to come back down in range here again. If we fail and close above or re-break highs, we have no business coming back down here now that we've attempted this drive. Probably be, I wanted to go previous candle stops, that's why I went a little less here, but it might be current candle stops. We'll see. 42.61. $15 closed respecting, 15 closed above the range. It faked out, came down, closed back below, and then faked out, closed back up above. Spent the first half of the candle making this bottom wick right on the 15. as we re-break the lows, I'll start looking to delete. But for now, we're looking good. We might delete, and then it'll still close above here, and then we'll just take it on the 30. But if we start breaking the lows here, that was the hourly, the 30 onion. There's a chance you come down further here. Seven minutes here for NYC open. It's a lot of volume to bounce like this. $50, $60 pip bounce. Yeah, if we don't get activated in the next minute, chat, next minute and a half, we'll delete. We'll wait for the 30. We'll wait for NYC open. All right, looking like we will get activated here. What the fuck? That was a delayed reaction. There we go. There we go. There we go. So broke the highs. Didn't drive. Maybe wait for the 30. Same position. If this how it closes, it would be the same position on the 30. If you didn't enter, if you did enter. Waiting on the volume to push us up or to come back down in range. But Not at a typical 5 lot here, right? At a 3 lot. Don't have everything in your direction, plus the stops are a little bigger, so we're at a 3 lot here, not at our typical 5 or 6. After 12 pips, you want B? Yeah, we didn't see no 12 pips here. Maybe if you're on spot. Spot looks different. So if spot looks different and you got activated, got 12 pips. Huh. Maybe the ranges are different. They looked different yesterday, right? They looked a bit different yesterday. Yes, spot looked different for Asian session. That I can confirm. GC's been moving cleaner. We'll see. Haven't seen spot. If it was to push, it would already. Well, maybe it's waiting for NYC open to push. You have 2 minutes for NYC open. And if it wants to push down, it'll push down. It's okay. It's not like your risk here is minimal, right? It's 1,800 bucks. It's 60 pips on 3 lots. That's like me taking a 5 lot at 30 pips that I usually do, right? Did you take a buy? Yeah, we're in a buy. We're in a buy on screen. We're in a position. We're just waiting for the volume. We're waiting for the volume push here. One minute. $40 seconds. 40 seconds for this 30 closure. Ten seconds. 30 closing above. 15 close bullish. Need a bottom wick. We need to break the highs. Did we break the highs there? We got to break that high. High broke. Okay, I'm gonna move stops to break even here. I'm gonna close partials right there at 15. I'm gonna leave a runner. Hold on. Oh, I closed it on the live. Fuck. Damn, I didn't close anything here on this one. Motherfucker. Well, the live account we closed, and the signals we closed partials at 15, and now we have a runner. On this one, we're about to hit B. Yeah, there we go. I didn't have a chance. It's all right. The one that matters the most, we got it. I closed 15 in the signals. Or how much did we close? Let's go back. Hold on. Let's go look at the signals.
You know what's weird? In the signals, it just says close 50% of position, but it doesn't actually say how many pips you got. It only shows the BE after that at -5. So weird.
That's weird. Oh, I see. It says position closed, but it doesn't give a pip count. It's supposed to give a pip count on every... It's the signals have been since we started fucking
So
with it.
weird.
It's just been all over the place. It's been showing 5 positions. It's been showing like I have no idea why I did that. I don't even know where to look in the code to update that. I have to do that later. Still in somehow? No, I closed partials here at 15, and I have no idea why it's showing -5 on a closure on the runner. So 80%, and it's also showing 50% of initial size close, but it was 80%. So 15 closed at, or 80% closed at 15, and then the runner hit BE. God, that's annoying. Watch it run too now. Yeah, I went break even at around 12, 13 pips. We saw about 16. Yeah, but at that point, once we tap this area, you don't want this to come back down and start flipping with this whole range. Right, especially if it's NYC open, you've got your push, top wick. Once you flip, you might have a drive. Yeah. Win number 520. Damn, I'm a little tight that I didn't get a chance to close. It sucks because it's managing multiple platforms. I remember last time we prioritized this. I was like, no, next time I'm going to do it first on the live account. I did it on the live account first. The market moved here. W520. Now this fucker's running. You also expect a steeper bottom wick on a 30. Right? If this was able to flip bearish first, maybe I don't close full, or maybe I move the stops down to the bottom of the bottom wick here, wherever it makes it. Right, as price starts leaving this area. We've learned that from the last few trades. Also, as price starts leaving your trade area, you can start bringing that stop up to the current candle high. I mean, current candle low. Right, so instead of here, maybe the stop would have been, I would have brought it up to here. After this candle bottomed out, it's about a 15 pip stop. You do want a bottom wick on this 30. Oh, that didn't really break the highs that we made. Yeah, it did by one pip. There's room to go here on the 5, but this 30, this is what sucks. The no bottom wick on this 30. You can make one and then still come back up, but this 30 just should have made a bottom wick for me to be more confident in holding that position, but hey, a dub's a dub.
So how many pips did you get on that? Because
I got plus
can't tell.
15 on 80%, and I got -1 on 20%.
Okay. Not sure how to write that down.
The runner got a
So
-1. I
then-
went break even, and when it came back down,
I saw the runner.
It was a
It shows
-1.
-5 in the signals. So it was plus 15, and the -5 is it plus 10? Is it 10 pips on the value
no,
as
that
well?
-5 is wrong too. It's -1 pip on the runner.
Damn. So it's like, all right. So 14 pips, let's say.
Even it's more because it's
No, I'm saying value wise,
20%.
yeah, it would be more.
It's 20% of the position, not the 80%. So it's not a full pip. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
14,
it's just
15.
yeah, not easy to calculate at this point. Yeah, I'm wondering if this pushes up like another 20 pips or so,
But
and then
it-
comes back down to retest it,
You see how the
and then
signal only
pushes
gave
back
you
up, we could get in.
the signal
Sorry,
only
go
gave
ahead.
you 1 buy instead of 4 like yesterday. That took like
You
3
had
hours of
4
working
buys?
on it, trying to figure out how to get it to work properly again in the script to not place 4 positions. But now it's placing 1 position. It's not showing the correct percent of the closure, and it's not showing the correct pip, or it's not showing the pip count. Period.
Back to the drawing board. Damn.
And the thing is, I don't test it. The guys working, and they're like, "Wicks, it should be good."
Yeah.
It's not fucking good.
But we got W's in this. So hell yeah. Drop a like if you got the W in there, peeps.
Yeah. I don't know what it's doing. It's NYC open. You'd figured it would have blasted up already, but this 30 doesn't have a bottom wick, and it's stalling. So you're figuring, all right, it's gonna come down and make that bottom wick, right? I'm just like, if it pushes, it pushes. I just don't want to bank on the fact that it's gonna push now without this bottom wick. Dildos are doing more views than the WNBA. That's always been the case, though. All right, there we go. You're getting this bottom wick on a 30. Now you might push up.
Literally what I was talking about. But I was hoping it would push up a little bit more, but it still broke the high that it had created previously.
Yeah, you did.
And
By 2
and then
pips.
it went down. Yeah, it's down to the level that I wanted it to go to. So let's see if this pushes back up for more buys. Could be interesting. If it
You're
does,
probably taking
we're looking
buys
at
if it
100
didn't make
pips.
that top wick, right? You'll probably be taking buys at the level.
Correct.
But it made the
Correct.
top
But
wick
we didn't see a
bounce.
bottom wick. It wasn't, it wasn't enough. There wasn't something there. But now that it's retesting it and trying to come back down, I may get back into another buy. We'll see.
Wait, what? They just tweeted stop throwing dildos and it did 20 million views. No, they got hacked.
Who, the WNBA? Nobody watches that shit, bro.
Are
Come
people
on.
really throwing dildos? That's not.
That's
At the game? No.
And the players posted it. That is hilarious. And green ones, what the hell?
Yo,
There's
Green.
parlays on it.
What the fuck's going on, bro?
That's because I'm green, isn't it?
What the hell? If a blue dildo gets thrown and you bet 1K on blue, you'll make 50K.
Are you getting arrested if you throw a dildo at the game?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's indecency, something, whatever.
So I can
A
throw
sex
some.
toy and where there are kids.
I can throw some octopuses in Detroit, but I can't
Yeah,
throw
no,
a
you go with
dildo at the WNBA game.
Bro, it's like a guy pissing like 2 blocks away from a school. They'll arrest him for indecent exposure. What? Oh man.
They banned all bags.
They actually banned all bags.
That is hilarious.
Wow. Yeah, that person got arrested. That's insane.
So
All right, let me
this thing-
focus because this is pushing back up. Okay, here we
Yeah,
go.
we just spoke about this, right? Now that the 30-minute guy at bottom wicket can drive up, now this would be a stronger push. I just can't be in it. It's already made that high. There's no way to get in except here. The only way to be in it is if you didn't get knocked out at B. Just on that 30 flip, it's a 50-50. Once you flip bearish and rebreak lows, like it turns into a 50-50. Will we bounce back up, or we come back, or we come down? Maybe like 60-40 still in your direction because the higher time frames are all still bullish. Your bias is still bullish. But when you're breaking that low for NYC open, there's a chance it drives down. So the probability of your trade goes down a bit as you break those lows. And goes up significantly as you re-break highs. Yeah. You don't want any of this for NYSE open. You don't want this fuckery because like this, it can drive up, it could drive down, right? There's volumes kicking in. You just have no sense of direction. Try to re-break lows a few times. So yeah, I think this is going to push up. There's room to go here. You got a wick to fill. There's range to fill here. If you're in here, let's hope it runs for you, and then we can set up for some more positions. If you're not in here, let's hope the shit just drops down so we can get some positions the other way. I thought about it, how much would I get charged versus how much I'd make throwing a blue alien tilde on the court as a parlay. It's the equivalent of betting on someone streaking, right, at the Super Bowl and then going streaking. How did that guy at the World Cup, remember? Or when was that? The guy that bet on himself that someone was going to be streaking and then went streaking. $15 about to close here. Everything looking good for a push up. No, Alex, I think, did a Super Bowl, but somebody bet on themselves in the World Cup. No, I don't remember. Was that the World Cup? I know Alex did in the Super Bowl, but the guy that bet on himself wasn't the Super Bowl. Pretty sure it was the World Cup. And I don't think that's a prop bet that Vegas has anymore. I don't think Vegas... I think Vegas killed that prop bet. You can't... they don't have any more streaking prop bets. Or if they do have those prop bets, I think you can't be the one to go streaking if this thing wins. Something like that. Well, lovely closer for you guys. If you're still in there, you should get a little pump up. You guys got any positions right now? No, we already closed. We closed 80% at 15 pips, and the rest hit PE as it came back, and now it's pushing back up again. Will there be a live tomorrow? There will be a live tomorrow, yes. We will be live tomorrow morning, and maybe... Oh, no, Eddie's streaming tonight. I was going to say maybe tonight. No, Eddie's going to stream tonight. I was going to say if I got time tonight. But I think Eddie's good today. I think Eddie would do Asian, and then we will run New York here again tomorrow. Yes, sir. Fixed my AC. W. Well, I figured you would. You're the AC guy. You can't be like, well, the AC guy never showed up. You're him. You're that guy. I'm trying to push more air into my room, and I'm experimenting. Does it have anything to do with that, with the little nostril thing you're wearing? Is it because you're having trouble breathing, so you need to like push more air? You need like an air purifier. $165 on the day, and that includes 240 pip losses. It's a lot of trading. Now I can trade New York again. Oh, you were doing an internship. How did you leave the internship? Was it like, hey man, I'd love a job here after school? Psych! Found this trading thing, bitch! I quit! Get up on the table. Kick the fucking screen off. And then realize, damn, that's my own laptop I brought in here. Fuck it. I quit! Can't stop now. Already invested into this fucking rage quit. Damn, look at that. This is what we didn't want to see, right? The NYC volume kicking in like this. Like, Hank, did you get that project done? I'd be like, no, bitch. Do your own project. I got 165 pips. Have 5 coworkers in my Discord all trading their own live funds, and they all made money. They want me back when I'm done with school, but I got 2 years, so I'm working remote during the school year. Tell them they got to fucking, you know, up their game up. You need to be up in the upper echelons of that payroll. Oh man, man. Damn, this shit just ate up a bunch of orders. Bunch of orders, right? You were leaving this area. People started moving their stops up. I remember, like we spoke. Probably wouldn't have moved it up here, probably here, but still. Damn, that got close. That didn't break. But
Yeah, that rejected 70 pips to come back down to the original entry as well. So that took out a lot of people. We'll see if this pushes back up to potentially give us more buys. We'll see, because I mean, if it kept pushing back down, it could have flipped the hourly. But
yeah, but there's no entry there. Then you'd wait for a closure. Back.
Correct. That's why I'm waiting right now. It's waiting for the 9 minutes or 8 minutes. But yeah, it's looking something. It's
NYC can get funky like that. It can just, it can print not exactly the way you want and just drive down, give you what you want, but after the fact, like this bottom wick is what you wanted before you load up, for buys. This is what you kind of wanted on the 30, so you could try for NYC open. But
yes,
this just
exactly. But yeah, now it's a little more difficult. Correct.
Got a lot of people that got early entries, right? Because you're a bit ahead of the market, and if you realize you're ahead of the market, you kind of play really tight with stops, kind of like we did.
I've got a zone about 100 pips away from where we are, so if it pushes up, that might hit to where it wants to go, and I might just be selling at that point if it hits it, depending on how fast it goes up. So we'll see.
If it goes up, we got 7 minutes here.
Yeah, we got to win today, man. Yeah, we got to win today, King. So drop a like, and remember, if you took that trade with us, you are one of the 1% of the winners around the world today. So congratulate yourself.
Used to be 2%.
Yep.
Less and less winners every day, gang. You see what it is?
Stick around with us. You're going to be a winner every day.
Yeah, eventually you're just going to be a 0.1%. I honestly think more people win nowadays. Not than lose, but more people win than 10 years ago. I think there's a lot more winners today. Or just these days.
Yeah, a lot more knowledgeable traders.
These days.
A lot of mentors that teach properly. And yeah.
These days, I don't take advice from anybody who ain't never. Oh, that's a fire song. Who's that? Connor Price? I like that guy. I like that white guy. I've always liked him. He's my kid's favorite rapper because of the flute song. Because of the carrot song. He made a flute out of a carrot. My kids love that. Is this the carrot flute guy? Company that sees actual talent in college kids is such a hard thing to find because they don't really care. People over there are out there to make their money, and new people coming in are basically just competition, and they're just a number. So 2 B's on the funded for the day, and a W and a live. Asian session music was lit. Yeah. Asian session was pretty dope yesterday. It was a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I would love to have some more positions today. The hourly, the 4 hour, not bad. It's just these smaller time frames look like ass and feet. Come back down. 4 minutes for this 4-hour closure, and the hourly closure, and every other time frame below closure. It's funny. Historically, August has been my worst month, and April has been my best month. April and December. And so far this year, April, I think, has been one of my worst months. And I think February and March. No, April was a good month for me. May was a bad month, and February and March were really good this year. We didn't have a single loss on January, February, March, but February and March really were big. Tough to see this coming up if we re-break these lows.
NASDAQ is still pushing back up after the drop that they had where gold pushed up. And now it retraced the entirety of it, but Dow Jones is still down. But NAS has been pushing up anyways for the last...
they haven't been really
the last
falling in line the last
2 days.
Few weeks.
No, but Apple pushed it up. Yeah, Apple pushed it up with the 100 billion investment they're looking to do in the States. They pushed the entire NAS up. So
we're looking to bring production back to the US.
Correct. $100 billion worth.
That's a lot because that's just the beginning. Like eventually, like there's more and more. It's just the initial commitment.
Correct. And with more restrictions being put on Apple by the EU and a few other countries, obviously they want to make sure that they find a good market where they can push and invest in. So it makes sense.
That's a great closure here. Walked away with some profits. Now we need to see probably a bearish 1-hour closure here. 1 hour split bearish. Want a closure below this area. I want to see an attempt to come up also. It's probably a bullish candle print. 40 seconds here. We're going to see a push. Be wild if this 1 hour closes no bottom wick. That'll make it a late candle. And then you're just looking for a support to be formed here on the 4 hour and to continue up. Pushed in the last minute of this 4 hour. That's funny. Did it flip the 4 hour bear? It did. It flipped it for a second. No, it didn't. Almost did. Right there it did. Daily doesn't have a bottom wick. was looking to have a buy limit up here. I think there's a chance we could blast through it. The daily, yesterday's closed bearish. But this is not bad. This is what? 18 pip stop here. 17. Yeah. I mean, if you want to be a cowboy, you could probably do this. I'm not too comfortable with doing this today, but about a 17 or 18 pip stop here off a bottom wick. If it taps this area, you can have a buy limit here at 34.44, looking like this. Wait for this area to be tapped, small risk, expecting it to push up, make a top wick. Yeah, this is a paper trade. And this only makes sense until this flips bullish. Once it flips bullish, then it doesn't make sense. Maybe this was the area. Spot and futures look so different. This is spot right here. But does it really? Doesn't look that different. A little different, but they're more or less telling a similar story. Very similar. Certified turtle type charts. Hey, it's been moving. It's been like, here's the deal. Like, you guys all want to see a drive, right? But a lot of the times where we've seen the drives, right, with these big drives, we haven't had a chance for entry. But whenever it's showing structure like this, right, and showing levels, that's when we get our entries. So it's not really about how much it moves. It's really about the structure it creates, and it's been creating structure. This isn't a trade. This is just a paper trade for me, for myself, to see how this would have worked here. We already got our W. There might be more positions. This just isn't the position I'm going to take here on stream. If yesterday's daily candle closed bullish, I'd probably be looking for that buy limit. But yesterday's daily candle closed bearish. The reason I'm here is this is the previous daily resistance, right? If we go across the board here, this level right here, hold on, let's draw. Right here, this is a daily previous resistance. Right there. See right on that line? You see how this came up and it wicked into there? So as we come down, I would expect the wick into this area and to come up. You see that? Wick into that area. Look at the daily. Right there. So wherever that blue line is, we would expect a wick into there and then a drive up. We got close to it. That's the reason we're at that level. See the support here, plus that daily, the daily wick level. almost got there, got really close, but now that it's flipped bullish, I wouldn't take this, right? Your job here is to get that entry, to get it to the bullish flip, so you go break even, and then risk off the table, house money. Then you do this. When did you guys take the trade? Live here. Want to go back and you could rewind the stream. 2 candles ago. 9:25. That 5-minute candle. 9:25 to 9:30. Oh, 9:24. All right, 9:24. Yeah, spot and futures look somewhat different, but are telling a very similar story here. Levels are a bit different. Wicks are a bit different. The story's the same. Give me a sec, chat.
Whoa, what the hell? What?
happened?
The 120 pip drop on a 1-minute candle. What just happened? It's like in the middle. It's not even at a closure of anything. What just happened? Did Trump tweet?
Did we just drive as I walked out of the room?
120 pips in one candle.
If I come back
don't know
right
if
now and this
Trump
shit's on the same spot,
tweeting
I'm fucking kicking
something.
you off the stream.
Sounds good. Deal.
Oh shit,
bro.
I thought you were trolling me. If I come back,
No, I'm serious, bro. What? Oh my! I was gonna retrace it all in one candle? No, bro. Where's this volume coming from? What the hell's happening? You know how many people were buys that got taken out and people sells after that got taken out? Oh my God. Somebody's manipulating the market.
Hey, they're about to do a 3-way.
Wow.
Putin, Trump, and Zelensky.
Oh,
hey, they're going to have a little threesome over there. Nice.
Fed's
News.
Bostic. The most important question for the Fed is whether tariffs will shift prices once or more persistently.
Fed says economy likely to continue slowing.
Thankfully, you took partials list. Yeah, I mean, bro, that's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, if you had stops here, you got slipped. Just a little.
Oh my God. But what the wow. Fed members are talking. Oh, they're probably trying to find the replacement for. Okay, they're probably trying to find the replacement. Oh my God, Nasdaq just dumped as well. Dow Jones as well. Wow. So they're looking at possible replacement. Yeah, who might be taking over?
Yeah, let this shit settle down a bit. You guys don't want to fucking the same way it came down. It could come up here, and then it can the same way refill the wick that it's gonna leave here. Or it could flip bullish and continue the drive up. And whenever you get pumps like this, I wait for it to settle down. Maybe we could get this volume close here. Maybe a top wick on the 5 to start filling this wick, right? If we get a closure below here, then a 5 gives us the steep top wick and a rebreak of the lows. Oh, that 5 is rejecting off of support. There's a level here. Yeah, we can't take that rebreak. That's exactly where it rejected off of. I'm getting bit up. Oh, fucking mosquitoes. Ow. I don't know what I hate worse, this arm pain or the mosquitoes. Fuck, man. Damn, dog. It rained. Wow. Well, this joint's going into the microwave. When did it rain? I had to... Benny, bro, why do I keep you around? Yeah, this house is going to smell right now. It's going in the microwave. Too lazy to go roll another one. About to do another video of me lighting the joint in the microwave. There we go. It lit up right in the microwave. That is so freaking crazy. I don't know how the microwaves do that. This shit literally, you put a wet joint in a microwave, it'll light it for you. Not even playing, yo. I didn't need to go grab a Bic, nothing. Look at this. The microwave just did that. Wow, this rain sucks. Cooking that bit. Yeah, no, it's... I learned that just by making a reel. I was like, let's see if this shit lights up. And I started filming it. Because I had a soggy joint that I left outside in the rain. And I put it in the microwave. I just put it in not to light up. I put it in there to dry. And I was like, this shit's about to light up. In 30 seconds. It was one 30-second candle. And it lit up. Right now, it took about 55 seconds. Wow, what a fucking lit candle here on the 15. Jesus. That is the ugliest closure you can get on this damn 15. Created range here though, right? So you can now say this is your range. Say this is your range. And this is ugly. The disappointment in your face with that 15. You saw it. Because you're closing back in range. You get a little bit of a top wick here, and now you're getting a bottom wick. Any rebreak at a highs here, you're correcting this move up. But you didn't get that. You got the indication that there's no more range, which means now we're coming down. Look at that. Maybe we get the 30 closing respecting. Right? Back in range here. And the same thing we were wanting on this 15. We get on the 30, but now you got to wait more. Because now you're going to need a bullish closure here on this 30. Hold on, I want to run to the bathroom. I got to pee. Save the joint, though. I'm going to post that reel again. Yeah. I just reposted it. Go to my IG. Check out the video of me lighting the J with the microwave. Damn. 50 shares. A really small wick. I'm just waiting on a 30 closure to see where it takes us here. I had to double check he was even watching gold. What? Vast difference on spot. Just don't lock in. Okay, when you're going on spot here, you guys, you're looking at it like this. You're looking at everything overall. Don't lock in on what's going on right now, specifically just here, right? Lock in here. That's it. That's all you need. And it's not too different than what's going on here. It's not too different. It's very similar. You held resistance and you're coming down after closing with no top wick. You held resistance and you're coming down after closing with no top wick. The ranges are a bit different here, right, in terms of the move, how far it went, but similar. Wow, you stink, Benny. You ever just go outside and fart, bro? Why you do that shit here? It's annoying. Entered buys on the 50% off the bullish candle. What you think, Wicks? I don't think it's a good idea since that bullish candle closed with no top wick. If you entered buys on the bottom wick before it was made, then once it closes, you kind of, well, once I see a candle close like that with no top wick after a flip, I close. I just close the position. Up, down, break even, whatever it is, wherever I'm at that point, I'll close the position. Benny, stop. Come on, bro. Yo. Well, you're not going to bully me. Stop. Entered buys. Oh, wait. Don't lock in on charts difference, guy. Lock in on what he does and how he trades. Learn. It's my advice. Yeah, I mean, we're just reading current price action, right? You don't need to, like, really see all those, you know, hundreds of levels before when they're irrelevant to, like, they're not relevant to how we're printing right now. Yo, what's wrong with you? This guy, he doesn't let me come up to the computer. Okay, what are you doing now, bro? We don't do this on screen. We do this later. Get the fuck away from me, bro. He's looking himself too. Bro, you look so awkward on camera. Stop that. I dug his face into my crotch. Just... I mean, that's what I did in 3 months. Now I'm profitable, but I want at least 6 months to make sure. Nice, nice. Yeah, don't increase them lot sizes until like you've got a lot of data, right? So the more data you collect, 6 months of data is much better and can play to your advantage much better than 3 months of data, right? So yeah, I was just talking about this with the dude that came all the way out here to see me. We were talking about how, like, what he's paid for his knowledge so far, right? And like Look, he didn't need to pay that much. Those lessons could have been learned at a much cheaper price. He learned the same lessons that his buddy did, right? Except his buddy paid a lot less because he just didn't have as much. He probably would have paid more if he had more, but he didn't have as much. He paid a lot less for those lessons. One 0.01, yeah, like you're paying. You found the cheat. You found basically like the Groupon, right, for forex lessons or for trading lessons, futures lessons here. And as long as 0.01, you're using that Groupon until you actually get it. And then fuck a Groupon because you're gonna go for the best, right? You're gonna go for the best conditions eventually. You'll pay full price. This fucking thing. 4 hour look like it loading up too. Yeah, I would rather see buys here. I would rather us come back up here. But I think it's coming down. Well, it's coming down right now off this push. Yeah, yesterday closed bearish. But we've been pushing bullish so heavy. And every time we come down, we just see a heavy rejection back up. I don't know what this fucking drop was. But it corrected it real quick. You see that? That was a real quick correction. I think whenever you see these big pushes, like heavy pushes, they tend to correct fairly quickly too. Well, you'll typically see a large portion of correct. Look at this push up. Corrected. Push down. Corrected. Push up.
Bro, the indices are just dumping.
Yeah, I'd expect this to come up, bro. The way we're printing right now, we keep holding this support area. We might keep holding this to eventually break up.
I was thinking it's definitely a possibility, but we could retest the lows or get back to the lows before we push back up. And I'm wondering if it's stopped there earlier. Might, yeah. I mean, it's only 100 pips from where it is now, and it was about 50 pips from where it went to the lows. So I'm thinking it could come back down, to be honest with you, with the indices maybe hitting
yeah, I mean, then you'll
a
get
barrier
closures
here.
below, and then we'll look for sells.
Yeah, that I'm looking for that.
Nothing wrong with that. Just
But-
gotta wait. It's 2 minutes here for this 30. I'm not a big fan of this hourly candle. Look how the previous hour closed. You see that fucking lit candle? I just think we're gonna fucking flip bullish here on this hourly until it closes. If we can close here at 11 bearish, maybe the last 30 minutes, right, for London close, we can look to drive down the last 30 minutes of the volume. We'll probably be here through 11:30. Well, I'll be here. Yeah, but shout out to all the winners here who comment like crazy. Giving away over $2 million worth of top 1 futures accounts in the last month. In the last 30 days, over $2 million worth of accounts. That's a lot of fucking accounts. No, I'm lying. $1 million. $1 million. Where did I get to $1 million? 500. Yeah, $1 million. Sorry, the math wasn't mathing for a second. If anyone from Top 1 is on the stream right now, raise the budget. We need a bigger budget. What are you doing, Benny? Yorkshire's finest trader, Josh. Like, are you Yorkshire's finest trader? Or are you the finest trader, Josh? Like, are you the best Josh there is in Yorkshire? If it's Blueberry Markets, just get out of there. Jay's on Blueberry, and they take care of him.
Yeah, I'm using Blueberry Markets right now, and I'm having my friend use Top One Futures Proffer, and there are no issues on both. So I don't know which platform you're using, but there's no issues with Blueberry. Yeah, it's really nice. They really treat me well. I like Blueberry a lot too.
I don't know. Jay gets bonuses. He gets paid from them by commissions. They pay him commissions.
Oh my God, what the hell? I just looked at my commission they're paying me per trade. What the hell? They're paying me 2 to 1. Wait, what? Bro, they're paying me 2 to 1 instead of 1 to 1. So if I use a one lot, they're gonna pay me 2, whether it's a loss or a win. If I'm using a 3 lot, they're gonna pay me $6, like whether it's a loss or a win.
Per lot.
That's insane. I just looked at it now. Yeah, I'm okay. All right.
But not per pip.
Wow.
You could still lose. You're just basically making 2 lots on entry. You're basically entering with a 2 pip advantage. Finest trader in Yorkshire, obviously, bro. I'm messing with you. We're yapping here, bro. There's not much going on. All right, 30 closed below. I don't know. I'm so bullish today. It's the last 30 minutes. I was hoping this hourly flips. Might not. Already retested the low. Created the low, came up, retested the low. We're gonna break it now. Not a big fan of the 30 here because we're squeezing. It's not like there's clean range down. Look at this. It's a wick, a rejection wick, closed bullish, and then we've closed within that wick. Right. So keep making a higher low here. It might squeeze here for a little and then blast off again. Or maybe we just drive. Maybe we just come down here. I'm a little iffy about this level. This can push up heavy based on the higher time frame. Look at this. The 4-hour foot flips, breaks highs. There's room. It's got room. And the previous 1 hour is a leg candle. Like, I would be pretty tight if I enter sells here and then the hourly flips and we're gonna be like, fuck, we knew it was a leg candle. So I want to wait the hourly through. I'm not too happy with this 30 break of the lows. But you could risk it for the biscuit. It's only 48 pip stops. Maybe, I wouldn't mind, if we're looking for sells, right, then maybe if this 30 can do this. And that will close the hourly, and then we can do this again. I'll take that. I want to make sure this 1 hour candle doesn't come all the way back up and flip bullish. Right, 'cause it looks like a good top wick for the 30, but it could be. But if it is, I'll wait for this 30 to close, and ideally it doesn't drive and fill the wick. If it does, then it's okay. We're already winners today, but don't settle for an okay position. Wait for that higher quality position, and that would be us closing back up in range here, just like we expected, being bullish all day. Right, and then we can look for the wick fill on the 4 hour to continue up here. Tell me about some of your favorite setups. I don't trade setups. Like, why put yourself in a box? Oh, like like when you're telling me you trade only setups, like we don't have much to talk about. We're not on the same level. That's how I feel. You gotta kind of transcend setups. You keep putting yourself in a box, right? Oh, I'm an ICT trader. Oh, I trade smart money concepts. Or I trade, only chart patterns. Or I trade stochastics, right? Or I trade the fib retracements. And you're putting yourself in a box where that's what you do, when you could just, take the things from different strategies that work with you that you can take advantage of, right? And use them to build a narrative to take advantage of. You can utilize more than just smart money concepts if that's all you do. You can learn some, get some candle knowledge, right? Learn how to read candles with your, FVGs and VWAPs, right? You don't have to just have a certain strategy or a certain setup you're looking for. Yeah, there's things you recognize in the market, but I don't look for exact setups. I just look for narratives, right? We're trying to build a narrative and to see where we could take advantage of things without having too much risk on the table. And that's just kind of how I've been going at it. I just take certain things from different places and just build my own narrative. I see things that work, and over time I apply them. Certain things don't work as well. I get rid of them, slowly optimize. And market doesn't print the same ever, always. Like, it's always like it prints randomly. It has similarities between the way it prints, right? It's your job to recognize those similarities. They'll give you an edge, right? You spend enough time here, you get, it's knowledge guided by experience for a reason, because your brain starts recognizing things, starts remembering things. Oh, I've seen this before. This is what it did, right? And if you can do that, then you're getting onto my level. When you're just when you're just taking, the best parts of everything, and you're able to utilize, everything works, right? But you're able to utilize them to your advantage. Everything works. You just got to know how to use it within your system, within your knowledge, within what you do. Hold on, let me see if this J got wet again. I'll be tight. No, didn't. But don't put yourself in a box. I trade a certain setup, and that's all. I trade a certain, a certain system. Yeah, you could, but like there's just so much great knowledge that you can utilize to optimize your system and get better. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know how to use what you know, right? So once you learn things, you got to be able to properly apply them. Once you can do that, then you can start adding things on top of that. I've come on here to learn more about candles and wicks, to be honest. Yeah, there's people that trade a whole bunch of different ways here, and they just learn price action here and go about their business. They learn how to read candles here, and they go about their business. But don't put yourself in a box and say, oh, I'm only a smart money concepts trader. Oh, I'm only price action trader. Like, take what the best of what, maybe the best of what you need or utilize is just within one system, but it's not all of that system. Fine, but build a narrative. Don't look for just, a candle closure. Make sure it falls in line with the total narrative. And there's a reason. That's the reason we're waiting for the buys here instead of hopping in on the sells here prematurely. This would be interesting. This could be interesting. Learn about wicks with wicks? Yeah. Wicks with wicks. It's a sell, said no one. Which is true. That is true. It's a sell, said no one. You gotta change your name to no one ever. What does a wick with a wick indicate? You mean like a wick within a wick? It means the market is squeezing. You're going to get a heavy push in a little bit.
You're looking for buys at the break of the highs here?
I'm looking for buys after the closure. I'm looking to see
on the 15, yeah?
Yeah, we can close back up in range. Ideally, it's the hourly. We want this hourly to close above this level and then look for the rebreak of this hourly high and use that current candle stop. So ideally, this is the play. And this is the entry, and this is the stop.
Okay.
But we have to close above here. And maybe the 15 closes below, but then I'll wait for the next 15.
Thank you.
See how it still would be that break of the hourly high. But it wouldn't be on this hourly, it wouldn't be on this hour flip. Wicks, you think one good successful year of trading can change someone's entire life? Yes, absolutely. Because it changes your trajectory. The key is not to change your life today. The key is to change the trajectory of where you're going, right? This way, every day you can work towards a goal that's beneficial to you versus a goal that's just going to keep you plateaued and on the same level. So, yeah, you can definitely change your trajectory within a year, even if you don't get your eventual goal or that result, right? Remember, growth over goals mindset. Look to grow. Don't look to hit your goals. You'll smash your goals as a byproduct of growing. No one ever will liked this video. Nah, you gotta change it to no one ever. That would make more sense. No one ever liked this video. If it said like this video, then yeah, but no one ever liked this video. It would be grammatically incorrect to throw a will in there. Get rid of the will. Where there's a will, there's a won't. You get rid of the will, and it'll be perfect. Will we close above? Did we close above here? Hold on. Get rid of this. I don't know. This isn't bad, but it's not great. I mean, what is the level? If this is the level, right, let's adjust it. I don't know, gang. If we put the level exactly the way it's supposed to be, it doesn't look like we closed above. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to wait on this 30, which is also the 1 hour. We didn't close above, so we kind of held resistance here. There's a chance the 30 could come down here. But if it doesn't, if we get a 15 bottom wick, flip bullish, close up above, that'll be the hourly closing above this support. And if the hourly can close above a support after grabbing all these orders, once we break that hourly high, we should continue up. And that would also be the 4 hour wick fill here. Look at this. After grabbing all those orders, there's room to go here on the 4 hour. But we're going to need to find the support here, or establish a support, aka close above it. Close above 34.44. Wow, what a level here. 34.50 on the dot. You know Kerwin is in here. Kerwin is in a position. 34.50, that's as psychological as you could get. Somewhere in here, Kerwin was in a trade. 5 wick. He probably took the sells down there. This is the perfect example where the retracement is bigger than the push. Look at the retracement body versus the push body. You're like, how can a retracement be bigger than the push? Wouldn't that be the push then? No. You see how the retracement is bigger than the damn push? The body of the candle. This is how. $15 split bullish. Yeah, we're going to wait on this 1 hour. Regardless of what it does here. What a push down to 83 and a bullish engulfing on a 1 minute big. I don't know. I don't trade the 1 minute. I don't even look at it. Very rarely. Zumdorski. Much. Oh, is Eddie in here? Eddie's still here? Or Eddie dipped? Buy stop on the current 15? No, not for me. It closed below. See, closed below this area. This resistance here. Once it closes above, yeah, you might call this a support. But look at this 30. 30 still open. This could still flip and drive down. Once the 30 closes, that's the hourly closure as well, and we'll get to see if the hourly holds resistance or holds support or not. And then on the next hourly, if we make a bottom wick break the highs, I'll have current candle stops. So you see how we're building a narrative? It's not just, candle printed a certain way. We're kind of building a narrative from the higher time frame to the smaller time frame. That would also be the 4 hour bullish flip. The daily's broken the previous daily high, so you got a lot of room here. on the viewers here. We got a dub, and where is everybody all day? It's Thursday. Someone took no one ever? Yeah, because that's a good one. So just type it with zeros. Type N0 and then 0 NE instead of an O. Be creative, man. Come on. Put a number 1 instead of the O. You see how I have a 9 instead of a... There's a number 9 instead of an N. Come on, use your imagination. Use a 3 for the E. Put 3 O's out there. You can say no one ever. Or make the ever extra flamboyant with the R. No one ever. Yo, I don't know, bro. I got this weird thing I do. It's called thinking. And sometimes I can just think my way out of a problem. And you got to try it once. It's new. I don't know if you have it installed yet in your version of the software. Must be running on beta. I know Habe. I be doing that shit. Yo, you be thinking too? That's crazy. Got the upgrade. Got the upgraded version. Yeah, they hit me with the upgrade too, dog. We just be thinking. I gotta call it something. I'm full of these things, man. It's thoughts. I'm full of these thoughts. Thoughts, chat, not thoughts. Thoughts. House full of thoughts. Nice. I found a new spot for my J's so they don't get wet outside. I put them in the grill. And the grill has a lid. Yeah, I found a little house for my JJ's. Benny, that's called the raindrop. Just keeps hitting him in the head. He's trying to bite it. Raindrop. Drop top. Wondering what's better here, the 30 or the 1? Probably the 1, but I don't like these rejection areas. Yeah, I don't really care about the 30 close. I want the, as long as the 1 hour closes above 34.50, I'm good here, but I want the 30 top wick to come up here. I don't want to enter off here. I want the 30 top wick to be here at these areas, because I'd rather enter here. But that doesn't mean if we don't, that we won't be in it. Yeah, this is a 12. This is a 15 pip difference. Fill up the wick. Right, this is going to be technically the last bit of volume before lunchtime for New York. Right, as London closes and New York approaches lunchtime. This should be the last kind of hurrah for the next few hours. So let's see what this does. If we close below here, then probably going to call it. We'll take this to the signal channel and we'll wait for it to set up later on. Does it matter if this candle breaks the high? I doubt it will, but I don't mind. I want it to break the high. That'll flip the hourly bullish. Right? We just want a top wick left here that we can fill with momentum, right? And as with momentum we fill the wick, right? The range will continue. That's the key here. Yeah, if we don't close above there, and then we're holding this little resistance chance for us to come down here. Two minutes here. I mean, things are fairly straightforward here, right? You either close above 34.50 or you close below 34.50. Close below, call it a session. Close above. We'll wait on the bottom wick on the next candle and look for buys. I think we'll get it. I mean, like, why not? Why won't it give it to us? Like, just why not? Why wouldn't you do it? It's like one of the greatest questions to ask. Why not? Why not? 1 minute. 1 minute. Wow. We close above. The hourly respected. What's the difference here? 10 pips, 11 pips, 12 pips. All right, come down a bit. I think if we get to 33.47 areas, Why are you calling me? It's friggin' raining outside. The kids thunderstorming. They want to go in the friggin' pool. I'm like, you know, lightning be hitting the highest point on the water, right? Yeah. This isn't enough of a bottom wick for me. Yeah, if we can re-break this low, I'll look to set some buy stops possibly. Oh, fuck. Giveaway time today? I was scared of this level here. I don't really think this is a fluke here. Like, that's a solid level. Yeah, I think we want to be above this level here on the 30. It's tough to take this on the 30. We want to be above that level. On the hourly, I don't know. This is arbitrary here. It's questionable. Is it this level? Is it this level? I think I'd rather be above this level here. I don't want to have it in my way. Hey, yo, you're still here? Solid. Not hollow like these Cuban links. That depends where you get these Cuban links, bro. I had a question for you. I forgot what it was. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, I was right here. If it ain't at least a 90-10 trade, then it's a 50-50. If it's a 50-50, then it ain't a good trade. Heard that from someone. Yeah. aka Wix motherfucking 9. And this is too questionable for me to get in it. Yeah. I like the break. Like the 30 did hold support here. And I like the move up. I don't like the closure. It's so arbitrary, and I believe we need to create a steeper bottom wick. So look at this. If this flips bearish, look at this wick to fill. And if this is the level, it'll take you down. If this is the level, you'll get a steeper bottom wick and then re-break highs. At which point, I'll probably take it. This isn't too pretty in the way that closed. Yeah, I think I want to be above this level. This is cleaner. This is where news, or not news, this is where that heavy drop down came from, right? We're retouching that area right there. Oh. How does the brain how does the brain remember that you forgot something but not to think that you forget? Because it's easier to remember the fact that you were thinking of something than to actually remember what that something was. It takes more brain cells, more brain power. I think that that's the first indication that we're not operating at a full 100% capacity, right? If you're, you know, if your ability to make high quality decisions is impacted, right? Mental clarity is depleted, probably a good time to call it. I think we're going to call it here. I might look for positions, but I need some closures above and then re-breaks the highs. Maybe this closes above here, right? And we get a bottom wick and re-break of highs, which means not just the bottom wick. I'd want a re-break out of lows, which will give the hourly a steeper bottom wick, give it a chance to drive, and then if it fails, then I will look to buy, right? Don't love the chop here, don't love the chop here, these wicks, but we've since cleared that out, right? So I would expect the drive up to do the same thing, just clear it all out. But I'm gonna wait for this smaller time frame to close above here, so then I can take it on the higher time frame after a bottom wick, after a decent bottom wick. For now, I feel like we're respected this resistance, or I see us actually respecting that level. We're below it, so once we close above it, I look to take it all with the hourly break of highs and the 4-hour bias here, right? Look at the 4-hour. There's a wick fill and a half here to go. We grabbed a lot of orders. Trades gold past? Yeah. Ghost of gold past. Yeah, it's not futures here, it's gold past. Pre-recorded futures, post-recorded past. All right, gang, no Kenny here today. So no Kenny, no giveaway. Blame him. Blame Eddie when you don't win the giveaway. Blame Kenny when there isn't one. Drop some likes up to the channel. Go get your top 1 futures accounts. That deal is going away. 55% off is going away soon. So make sure you have your top 1 futures accounts instant funded, and make sure you use code WIX so they're at 55% off. All right, it's the best deal in the industry, and it's not going to be here for a long time. So make sure you go get those accounts, and you're ready to trade here, not pass challenges. All right, show up with the instant funded. Now, yeah, we got dubs today. First of all, congrats to everybody that won accounts this week. You're going to get them over the weekend. As I said earlier, it's a small delay because I have a budget, and we've given out a lot, so I'm a bit over budget, and I got to spread them out. You guys want accounts, so you can wait a little. There's that. Congrats to those people. Congrats to everybody that took a dub with us today. Still a winning session. And yeah, that's it. That's it for me. Bro, go cop 1. I'm building an arsenal. Cop 1, cop 3. You can copy trade up to 3, so go cop 3. Stop it.
Thank you very much at Wix.
Did you just say
Yeah, on
Wix?
instant funded. On instant funded guides, you can copy up to 2 accounts and have the leader account as well. So you can have up to 3 accounts. And on S2F, you can have up to 5 accounts. And S2F is a little less expensive, but all of the accounts currently right now, like we said, promotion 55% off on everything. So take advantage because it's not going to last for too long. Also,
they were doing 9 accounts at one point.
Yeah, yeah, that was awesome. Also, a little trick when you add the code Wix and you click apply, you can also add the code STACK5, STACK5. You'll get an additional 5%, but it's used once and only once on your entire account. So use it on one of the accounts.
And make sure the one
that
you're
you will
using
get
it on
if
is
you
the
try
good
to.
one.
Yeah, the 150. Then that would make sense. Because if you try to use it again, which I tried, it says your coupon will not be valid. So
it's a one-time
take advantage.
thing, Stack 5.
Yep.
But Wix,
Correct. Yeah,
55% off. It's constant.
Correct. Until the promotion ends. So take advantage because we don't know when it will end. Yeah, it's really worth it. I just bought 5 accounts S2F, and so let's see if I can generate 18K in the next 10 days. That'd be fun.
Yeah, Eddie got the solutions to everything. Will the copy trade work for giveaway S2F accounts too? Yeah, as long as it's the same type of account. As long as it's the same.
Yeah, you got to
type of
trade.
account, it'll work.
Yeah, I don't even think you can trade a 100K account with a 150 account, even
No,
though
they have to
they're
be
the
the same
same,
type
let's
of
say
accounts.
S2F. Correct. I think they changed that. Otherwise, it was complicated for them. So, yes, you would go into the settings of the platform on Project X. And then on the left side, you'll see the settings. Click on that, and then you'll see Copy Trader. And it's included. It's provided for free within the actual platform itself. And then you click on the ones that you want to copy and choose the one that you want it to be the leader. And then it'll copy the trades that you make from one account onto all the accounts. So if you're in profit of your 6%, then you'll be able to withdraw on all 3 accounts or all 5 accounts at the same time. And that's where the benefit comes into play. So if you don't have too much money, then at least try one account, take advantage of the promo, and then once you make 6% profit, then you can withdraw. So you will make a lot of money, a lot more profit than your initial investment. So it's really worth it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. This 15 is going to close above here. Or will it? I need an hourly steeper bottom wick here. Look at this 1 hour. Like this thing flips. It can break highs, grab orders, flip. And there's a lot of wick to fill here. So that's what I want first. I want that break of the lows here first, right? AKA a steep bottom wick on the 1 hour. On the 15. It'll break that low and then come up. That's what I want to see. If it just pumps up here, I have an expectation of this low being broken until we get a bullish closure above. So yeah, maybe we get this. Let's see if this can come down. Maybe we get this in the signal channel. I'm going to call it a session here. All right. Congrats, everybody. You guys are part of the 2% of worldwide winners today in the trading community. Most of the industry lost today, just like every day. So congratulations on that. You guys are fucking winners. If you want to walk away, you'll walk away a winner. And you can go enjoy your day and feel great about yourself that you're a winner today. And all you got to do is repeat it tomorrow. But if you stay here, wait for your positions. Don't trade just because you're here, right? Wait for your positions. Zoom gang, see you guys in the clubhouse side of things. Mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. As always, appreciate you guys. Signal channel, stay locked in. We might get positions here if this candle can start coming down here and then start re-breaking highs. I think we'll be all over it like shit on Velcro. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. As for me, my time here is up, and just like that, another New York session is in the books. Lock in or lock out, whatever you do, do it on your terms. Don't let the market or anyone else or anything else dictate it. Do it on your terms. See you tomorrow. Later.